welcome back, or welcome if you are new. This is the third time I have tried to film this intro. Let's try it again. The joys of RV life. It's always something, people coming in and out, knocking on the door, crazy noises. It's just how it is around here. Okay, today we are working on a meal plan. I am going to run to the Amish store. But I had somebody ask if we had a grocery budget, and in the comment I just said no, but I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that and elaborate a little bit, because yes, that was the right answer, but we, of course don't have just, free range money and can go buy whatever groceries that we want to. So yes, we have a budget, but we also don't, because I kind of just go and get the things as I need it. And if we can't afford it, then we just do without, till payday. With us living in the RV, it is a little bit different because we do only shop for a couple days at a time. Now, when I get paid from YouTube, I go do a big stock up with, I say big, but what I can handle here. I go and get, a lot of pantry staples and kind of stuff like that I know that I use all the time. And that if I have room for, stuff that I run out of easy, then I'll kind of do a big grocery haul, which you guys normally see those kind of grocery hauls on here. If I'm just running to the store, for a couple of days, I haven't shared any of those videos. So today we are going to plan for 3 days, but it is Christmas. And we, Luke and I are trying to be a little tighter with our budget. We got Christmas presents to buy. So my goal for this month is to definitely use up what we have on hand. So that's the fridge, the freezer here, and the pantry here. And then I do still have some food storage at my in-laws, in the basement, and we also have a deep freezer up there too, which we've got some meat and stuff in it. So, I can run and get that stuff as needed. But when I grocery shop, I kind of just go for the basic ingredients. Y'all know, if you've been around here a while, we've really kind of switched to more of an ingredients-based lifestyle here. Like I said, we still eat out, we still enjoy things, but at home I try my best. Now y'all see my pantry, y'all see the stuff we buy, still have a husband, still have a kid, we just try our best. But I feel like with being more ingredients based, it really does help, in my opinion, with our budget. Because today I just need to run and get some flour, I need to run and get salt, and I need to go get some honey, and those are basic ingredients that I use for so many different things. We do not, which I've shared this recently, we do not buy the box dinners anymore. I don't buy the canned dough. I don't buy, the prepackaged cake mixes, muffin mixes, pancake mixes, brownie mixes, cookie mixes, or the cookie dough, in the refrigerated section, or, that stuff. I don't buy any of that stuff anymore. I make everything here. So I'm literally just keeping basic ingredients on hand. That way I can make all of those things for us. Now, one of the things with being in the camper is I have noticed that we do kind of eat a lot of similar meals, I use a lot of the same recipes because we are limited on space here. And so, I feel like that's one thing that's changed, is we don't have that huge variety where we were in the big house, and I had all my food storage and I had my deep freezers and all that stuff. Sorry, kids are out here playing. So I do feel like it has kind of helped us just wind down a little bit, but I do still go to the grocery store and get stuff, but we don't necessarily have a set weekly budget or, a set monthly budget. Like I said, I just go get what I need. So I definitely feel like being in the camper now and, being more ingredients based, it's definitely helped us because, we are limited on space. It does suck sometimes, where we don't have that variety. But I just have to make, more things as the time that I need it, where before, I would be able to, do big restock days and big bulk batches and everything, and, have the freezer stocked and stuff like that. So we're just working with what we have right now. But budget-wise, like I said, we're just doing our best, which y'all know the grocery prices are absolutely outrageous anyways. But honestly, one of the biggest things for us that's really helped, and Luke's noticed it too, is, just buying the basics, the, ingredients. It does help. It helps a lot. Now I do prefer to buy, like better quality stuff, but that came with time. That's, something that has just come with time as I figured out in the kitchen what I prefer to use, and, stuff, better quality. I had to run up to a quick store the other day and grab some flour because we needed some buns for supper. And, the Amish store was closed, and I prefer to get my flour at the Amish store because it is 1,000 times better. But this was one of those times where I realized that I used to buy that White Lily all the time, and now that I'm so used to that good quality flour, it is like night and day difference. So like there is stuff where I do spend a little bit extra, but it's because I want my stuff, to be really good quality, and I want it to taste really good. But that also goes back to, if we can afford it, or, if the store's closed or something, then I'll still run and get, what I need. But if we have it in our budget, or, something, that I, take that time to go get those things that I enjoy. But if we can't afford it, then we just do without, or I buy the cheaper just to get us through until payday, or, something like that. So we're going to plan for 3 days. 3 or 4 days seems is what works best for us here in the camper. Just, running and picking up the few things that we need. This morning, I already made 2 loaves of banana bread. We ate a half of one already, so we've got one for tomorrow. So that will be a quick and easy breakfast before church tomorrow. So we'll have banana bread and maybe some eggs, or I think I've got some sausage left in the freezer as well. So we can do the sausage and banana bread, or eggs and banana bread. We try to keep it simple for breakfast. We will not be here for lunch. I've got a after church ladies thing, so we will not be here for lunch on Sunday. And then tomorrow night, if we have leftovers from tonight, so tonight I'm actually cooking. We're going over to my mom's, and I'm gonna cook this cornbread, or chili cornbread skillet. It's in a cast iron skillet. It looked really good. So I'm making that for tonight. If there's leftovers of that, we might have that tomorrow night, or I might have to make something else. We do eat a lot of leftovers. I don't like wasting food, and especially if Winston and I are here, I try my best to cook smaller portions, but there's some things that I just can't, cook small. And so, we might eat on them for a couple days, or if it's something I can fit in the freezer and, just have a quick meal, then I can pop it out and, have a quick meal. Which, speaking of that, there is some taco soup. So I'm going to thaw this out so we can have taco soup for either, like I said, if we don't have leftovers from tonight for tomorrow night, then I will have this taco soup ready to go, and that way we can have it. And then if not, we can just use it for Monday night. I'm very lenient. Just because I plan meals doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen, because like I said, we do eat a lot of leftovers. So, I try my best. But we did have some of this taco soup that I was able to put in the freezer for us to have a quick meal. And Winston actually likes taco soup, even though he picks out the beans. But hey, I'll take it. So I'm going to go ahead and set this right here in the sink so it can start thawing out for us, and we'll eat it within the next day or two. So we've got banana bread, got it already ready. That'll be quick breakfast or snack. Then we've got the chili cornbread skillet, and then we've got the taco soup. And then we also have, which I'm not going to thaw this out yet, but we also have quite a bit of chicken. Yeah, we've got 2 packs of chicken here in the freezer. And so we also have some potatoes. I keep my potatoes under here. We have sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. So, Winston and I had watched Winston loves watching recipe videos on TikTok, and you know, that's like, you know, I love that too. So we found a garlic parmesan chicken and potato recipe a while back, and I haven't been able to make it yet. So I've got the chicken, I've got the potatoes, I have stock here, Parmesan cheese. That was a few of the things I needed for like the homemade garlic Parmesan sauce. We do not buy the bottle of the Sweet Baby Ray's garlic Parmesan sauce anymore. I've been making it homemade and it is delicious. I will have that video, one of the videos I shared that in, I'll have it linked down below. But I'm gonna do that too. So that garlic Parmesan chicken and potatoes sounds delicious. And then Monday, he's at school, so I don't eat breakfast normally. If I am, you know, if I do eat something, it's eggs, you know, banana bread. And then for lunch for myself, I will try to prioritize, you know, eating something that's in the fridge, just to kind of use it up. So it will just depend on what leftovers that we have. Or if I, you know, feel in the mood, I'll cook myself something, you know, just to cook myself something for lunch. It really just depends on how I feel or what's going on. So that is the game plan. Nothing crazy, using stuff up. But let's head to the Amish salvage store so that way I can get a few, you know, like I said, a few things, just because, you know, I'm out of flour and I need flour to make all these things. So let's run to the salvage store. We are back from the Amish store. I just shared a few clips. I had a few questions about the Amish store, which, and I know people are, you know, some people are new here, or it may just stumble across the first video. But we go to the Amish salvage stores quite a bit. We have several around us. So the Amish, which the one that we went to today, they have like the bulk, like little and big, like bulk, like ingredients, you know, basic ingredients and stuff. So I really like going there. They have seasonings and flours and oats and sugars and all that stuff. So I really like going there. But there's another one, well, there's a couple. Another one that is just like the store-bought, you know, stuff. But I really like both of them, because even if I am buying, you know, like I said, you know, we still buy crackers and cereal and, you know, like stuff like that. Just the stuff that I prefer not to make myself. Or like pasta. Like this was a really cheap price, 75 cents for a box of pasta. That's a super good deal. And so I did pick up 2 of these. But the stuff that they get at those stores, it is like dented or even out of date, or it can be dented, out of date, or you know, they get like the wholesale, like where they just get like the big pallets and, you know, like stuff like that. So they just they buy it outsourced and then they sell it there for a cheaper price. If this stuff's not out of date, this doesn't expire until May of next year. This pasta doesn't. But I'm comfortable with certain things if it's out of date, depending on if it's a month or a couple months. It just depends on what it is. The last time I went, I bought a bunch of tomatoes that were out of date, but I processed them and used them. They were totally fine. I have already shared that with you guys. So it really just depends on what you're comfortable with. Like I said, I'm comfortable with certain things. You just have to kind of trust your gut. or you know, do your own research. If you Google, like wherever you live, if you Google like Amish or salvage grocery stores, see if there's any in your area. Check them out. I absolutely love them. Like I said, I can find really good stuff. I can find it cheaper, which this is another one that I picked up today. I got some pads. This is one of the ones I really like. They're 100% pure cotton. And these are normally very expensive, and they're really hard to find, I've noticed. Like, there's times where I can find them at Dollar General, and then there's times where they're just completely out of them. And so I did pick up a pack of these, and I paid $4.25 for these. So that was, I would say, at least half price of what I would pay for it at a retail store. But you got to look through, you know, look through there, pick what you want. But I absolutely love the stores like this. They are so good. So the one that we went to today, like I said, they have all the dry goods. They have a bakery, they have a deli, they even have like a frozen section. I don't think I got a clip of that, but I have in the past. So they have, you know, all kinds of different stuff. I spent $50.28 today. So I already showed you 3 things that I got. We always get donuts when we go. Y'all know Amish donuts are so good. So we got some donuts. I picked up some honey, and then I am almost out of my yeast. This is what I love. I love the Red Star Active Dry Yeast. I really like this. It did go up. I did notice that the price went up compared to the last time that I got it. So what I do is I store, when this is open, I store it in a mason jar in my fridge. It just helps it last longer. But if like this, I will throw in the freezer, and then when I go to open it, you know, I will dump what will fit in here, and then I'll take and put the rest of it in the freezer. I like to store it in the freezer just to help preserve it and make it last longer, and then I store it in the fridge as well, because y'all know I use a lot of yeast. Ooh. I use quite a bit of yeast, so I did pick up one of those. And then I also got some sea salt. Needed some sea salt. And then Winston did pick up 2 drinks. I don't know what it is about the glass bottles, but he likes the glass bottles. So he got a glass bottle of Sprite. And then I got this massive bag of flour. This is one of my favorites. I think I had already shared about, you know, like buying the good quality flour. So this huge bag, it says that it is 25.81 pounds, and I paid $16.78 for it. This is the King Special Flour unbleached. I do prefer unbleached flour. It is just a little bit better for you. And this flour, this special flour, is so much better for my baked goods. Like, it comes out night and day, totally different compared to the flour that, like I said, that White Lily, or, you know, the other ones. I used to buy just like the Walmart brand or the Kroger brand flour, and it's night and day different. So if you can afford it, definitely consider buying a better quality flour, because your baked goods are going to be totally better. But I do love buying this at the Amish salvage store. If y'all remember, if y'all been here a while, I used to buy like the 50-pound bags of this flour and store, you know, in the basement. But now we're a little shorter on space. I did get a bigger bag this time though, because we are working on holiday baking. Luke and I do plan on doing a lot of homemade gifts this year, just to help save money, you know, budget wise. And I love homemade gifts. Like, there's nothing wrong with a good homemade gift basket. So that's what we're going to try to do this year, is prioritize homemade and thrifted gifts for our family and friends this year. So I did get a little bigger bag than I normally would, just so hopefully I can avoid going closer to Christmas. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all know I go through a lot of flour. A lot of flour, but that's just part of it when you make everything at home. So I got this big old bag. But that's it. You know, we didn't need too much. Like I said, we're going to prioritize using what we have here or what we have in our food storage at my in-laws. The pantry is a mess. I need to clean it, but I don't have time to do that today. Maybe that will be a different video later on this week. But yeah, that's kind of how we kind of do our budget. And like I said, if we can't afford it, we just do without. But this was something I was thinking about driving to the Amish store. Like, there's things that I still keep. Like, I have dry milk here. So if I run out of milk and, you know, we don't want to go get milk, then I can use dry milk for stuff. Or, you know, like, there's still certain things that I keep on hand here. That way I have that alternative if I, you know, run out of something. But yeah, that's what I picked up at the Amish store today. Kind of went through everything with you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.